In this video, we'll be looking at the most difficult chess.com puzzles I've ever seen. So, the first section is about my personal most difficult and confusing puzzles I've ever seen. So that'll be the first section. The second section will be about the highest rated puzzles on chess.com, which is 4,000. And the third and final section will be about the puzzles that have 0% completion rate. So nobody has gotten right when it is faced to them on chess.com Tactics Trainer. So let's get started. So this puzzle is the most confusing puzzle I've ever seen, and very confusing. So I talked to actually Ray Robson, who is a really good puzzle solver, and he talked about this exact puzzle. So even he does not know the full extent of what this puzzle is about. So let's get started. So as white, we played Queen C8 check. Now I played Queen B7 check is a good continuation. So I spent a lot of time determining if this one or this one is the best move, and I later concluded that I don't want to have the king go to f5, and this will be running away forever. So Queen c8 is the move to play. Now this move is really instructive. So the move is rook e2. There's no other moves to make progress. So rook e2, they can't take the rook because queen will skewer them on e8 and to take the queen. So if you imagine that, the queen will take on e2, but the other queen will take the other queen with e8 check and take on e2, and what will be winning. So they go king d4, and now this is a fundamental move that I found, thankfully, after basically an hour of thinking. I took my time, but the move to win and finish the puzzle is rook e3. So the puzzle stops and confusion ensues. And the purpose is the theme is perpetual check. So if they go queen f5 to try to trade queens, we go queen e6, trying to threaten to checkmate on a c4. So there's only just maneuvering the pieces, and there's no progress to be made by both sides. That's a draw. The second example will be this puzzle, which is a 4,000 rated puzzle. So this one will be doing this rook takes g7 check, a rook set that allows me to go rook g1, penetrating the king on the king side. Now queen g6, trying to threaten a checkmate on g7. So they had to play rook f7, but would take the rook. They had to do queen f8 to block the mate again, but now we go queen e6. They take on a3, but now we go knight d6. They take our knight. Now we go rook d6. So you see how this is abstract. A lot of people fail on it, but not maybe the hardest puzzle. Rook h6. Now bishop a6, and the puzzle's over after a lot of moves. This is the next 4,000 rated puzzle. White goes not a discover check, which a lot of people do, but the move is rook c3. So now we don't take the queen. It's really intuitive to take the queen, but if they do take the queen, just take on e3 and e2 will be just devastating and black wins. So now we go the rules counterintuitive move, bishop b1. Now we go with knight e2, we go rook takes e3. Now we go not take the knight because the rook will just take our queen by a skewer on f2. We go king e1, and now we go, it's very important to have this rook going to checkmate to us. So now we go bishop e3 to block that, and the puzzle's over. And now the final puzzle is this one. This one is a 0% completion rate. Nobody has ever gotten this right before. The puzzle rating is actually 2200, but nobody has actually solved this one before. So the puzzle goes bishop f8 check. Now the move is queen h7. So the reason why they can't take the queen, a lot of people take the queen, is because knight f3 will be an unstoppable mate in one. They can just sack the queen for a moment, but we're gonna win the game at the end for black. So we go queen h7. So now it's very important to do this next move, queen h4. So sack a knight. Out of nowhere we sack a knight. But the point is to go queen h3 check. King goes to f4. But now we go queen e3 with the help of the rook. Now, also with the king on e5, we go this discovered check on f5. Now we go queen e5 anyways. We go king g5, and then we go bishop e7 check. So king h5. Now we go queen h8, and queen h4 is going to be a loss for black.